What's going on, guys? Welcome back to What Cheers. I'm Nick. As always, tonight we're going to take a look at the Nelson Schmelsson. It's a collaboration between Toppling Goliath and Mikkeller that they just did recently. It's really, there's not too much to talk about. It's a Nelson single hop double IPA, and there's no real information other than that about it. I think this comes in at 7.2%. It's very, very low ABV for a double IPA, but it does have over 100 plus IBUs, and that's it. They wrote a little passage on the side of the bottle about friendship. I'm not sure how they came about to collaborate, and I'm not sure if Mike Sabo was back when this was brewed, but anyways, it was bottled on June 23rd, and it was a taproom only release. And that's pretty much all I know about it, guys. I got this in my trade box full of Toppling Goliath beers this past week, and so let's get this thing cracked open. Today is the 26th of July, so this bottle is just a tad more than a month old at the time I'm reviewing this, so it should be pretty fresh and pretty awesome, because Nelson Sauvin is one of my favorite hops, and I know my dad's as well, and he's going to be sharing this with me. So let's get it cracked open, guys. It's been out of the fridge for about 20 minutes, so it should be perfect temperature to get into. Let's check out the Nelson Schmelsson. Alright, guys, got the Nelson poured out here, and beautiful, beautiful looking beer, as I would expect from Toppling Goliath for a hoppy beer. This is a nice 2-finger head here. Really nice, sort of tight, small bubbles to medium-sized bubbles. Really nice, slightly off-white head, very creamy, very fluffy looking head on this. Let's get a look at the color on this beer. It is a beautiful, sort of bright golden orange honey color, and it's definitely hazy. This beer is definitely hazy. You cannot see through it all the way. It's just really nice looking for double IPA. Away from the light, more of just a completely hazy looking beer. Sort of a darker honey orange color to this, but looks exactly like you'd expect. Look at that head. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, guys, let's get an aroma on this Nelson. Wow. Yeah, this reminds me of a New England style double IPA for certain. You know, I coming into this review, I was thinking of, Mikkeller and stuff, and I don't really know too many double IPAs or hoppy beers they've done with brewers in the United States that I've tried, and so I was really excited to see what they brought to the table, collaborating with somebody like Toppling Goliath, one of the best hoppy beer makers in the country. But man, so far this aroma is just so in your face. It's bright, it's like very pungent, it's got that really dank, bright citrus. It's got a lot of that white wine character, like white grape. Yeah, it's just that very like intense wine. Almost not acidic, but it's like just this really intense, pungent, kind of dank, and citrusy, very bright citrusy, like a lemon lime type of aroma. Lots of orange. Yeah, lots of grapefruit, like grapefruit peel, very pithy, kind of pithy orange. The zest, the lemon zest. Just your really classic Nelson Sauvin character, and it totally delivers. It's very, very bright and aromatic. So let's get a taste, guys. Cheers. Smells fantastic. Oh man. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. Wow, there's the 100 plus IBUs. Holy crap. Wow, that beer. Wow, that transitions beautifully. Wow. What a mouthfeel in this beer. medium to medium plus mouthfeel. Wow, it's creamy. It's smooth. It's rich. Right up front, it matches the aroma perfectly. These super bright, citrusy, pithy, dank notes. That white wine, grape kind of character. Lots of like lemon zest, orange zest. Wow, middle of the mouth is really where this thing explodes into the hops and the sort of the biting character. Towards the finish, it's very, very dry, extremely dry. That's really where you feel the 100 plus IBUs. The bitterness starts to creep in after it dries out the palate. I'd say it's got low to the higher side of low bitterness. It's really, really interesting. It totally transitions from the front where you're getting this like fresh blast of kind of sweet citrus, tropical fruit. Again, that like white wine character from the Nelson that I get. And then it sort of goes middle of the mouth into the hops and then fades out and then dries you out, and then it's sort of like you're ready for another sip. Cannot smell or taste it's only 7.2%, I think. Obviously not smelling or tasting that, just so much flavor, so much aroma going on that it's not even a factor really. There's definitely sort of like a candied orange or candied like lemon thing, because it is sweet. It has a sweetness to it. But man, this thing coats your mouth. I mean, coats your mouth with hops. Like hop resin, like hop oils. So like residue just lingering in your mouth, all over your palate. Roof of your mouth, all over the place, just hops, hops, hops. And then it's like medium to low bitterness. Very, very nicely done, guys. I'm going to sip on this for another few minutes and give you my final thoughts, but as far as a Nelson double IPA collaboration between two very interesting breweries, this one's pretty damn amazing so far, and I love the appearance of it as well. Reminds me a lot of a New England style Nelson, or really any like single hopped New England style double IPA. So be back in a few minutes, guys. Okay, so after sipping on the Nelson for a little while here, it's a fantastic, over the top, extremely hoppy, probably the most hoppy Nelson single hop double IPA I've ever had. I mean, it is just intense, but all in very, very good ways. The only thing that I thought was a bit much was the bitterness in the finish, but even that is not offensive. It's just extremely hoppy and extremely drying in the finish, but that sort of goes well with Nelson Sauvin because it's sort of a very dry kind of, it gives you that dry kind of feeling whenever you have a Nelson beer. It's just dry like white wine type of character to it. It's very pungent, it's got dankness to it, a little resinous, lots of citrus peel, grapefruit, that kind of thing, orange, lemon, lime. Yeah, just so, it's really like you could sit here and smell this beer. It's all night, it's so good. It's got this velvety kind of mouthfeel to it. It's just the right amount of sweetness, big pop of juicy sweetness up front, and then it transitions down into that sort of resinous, dank, drying finish, which is really, really nice. And it honestly makes you want to go back for another sip immediately. So it's a very, very drinkable double IPA, like one of the most drinkable double IPAs, especially for 7.2%. So yeah, really, really hoppy, really good stuff, guys. On Beer Advocate, right now this is a 92, which I think is way too low. I think it's just a fantastic collaboration. It's great to see Mikkeller coming over to a brewery like Toppling Goliath and putting this together. It's very, very cool. So 92 now is way too low. I'm gonna go 98. Solid 98 on this one. Yeah, possibly 98 plus. Just such a good representation of a Nelson double IPA. I really can't imagine being too much improvement to this, aside from maybe if they just cut out that bitterness at the finish, but even that's not a big deal. It's just a fantastic beer, guys. You know, if I was going to compare it to something in New England, it's pretty close. It's pretty close in that New England style, anyways. But thanks for watching, guys. 98 plus from me for the Nelson Schmelsson collaboration between Toppling Goliath and Mikkeller. Let me know if you've had this beer, if you guys were lucky enough to try it. I would love to know your thoughts. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next beer review very, very soon. Cheers.